Sneak peek at where I got the thumbnail, the title from, huh? The thumbnail, the title, huh? Little clickbaity for you, boys. All right. Everybody calm down. Everybody calm the fuck down. Everybody shut the fuck up and calm the fuck down. Whew. All right, we're live again with some more video game news. I don't know what's wrong with me. I feel a little under the weather, but hey, we're gonna get into it. We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna finger our ass. Oh, watch it. We're not even at the 1 minute mark yet. I gotta wait a little bit before we start saying stuff like that, huh? Come and get me, YouTube. Anyways, before we get into the news, gotta give a shout out to my boys, the Beanie Boys. If you want to be a Beanie Boy, you can support me on Twitch. Twitch.tv/BubbyToad. We got boys over there. Love my boys over there. If you got an Amazon Prime account, you get a free sub to the channel with an Amazon Prime account. Really do greatly appreciate that. Love all my Beanie Boys over on Twitch. Can't show a list of them because Twitch is dumb. But on YouTube, you can support me for 99 cents a month if you want to be a Beanie Boy over here. And we got Jake Johnson, Not Fatigue, Paul Newhouse, How You Doing, Hunter, Skeleton Youth, The Subtle, Minato 22, John Polish, Impossible 8, Ryan Stefan, Jiznuv, Krascroft, Davids, Timbo Slice, 083, Noah Linger, Nate Esquega, Red Sin, Fat Mish, Blaine's World, I Am Batman 83, Cutter Hansen, and JC Denton. Shout out to the boys. I love my boys. Let's get right into the news. Yes, the boys. Today we're gonna rock the Chrono Triggers. We're going Chrono Trigger song today. But regardless, hello Pie Sniper. I see your comment. Actually, you know, resubscribe Prime for 31 months. 31 months. Thank you, Backseat Studios, and hello Astro Sauce. Nintendo Switch 3, real, not clickbait. Gone sexual. Beanie Hype. I see Pie Sniper's message, but I can't see it on my phone. I don't know why, or on the chat over here. So. Can't read your message, Pie Sniper, but maybe if you send it again a little bit, I can. It has something. It's his Shane Time theme song. Regardless, it's the Shane Time theme song. So, you know. Anyways, Jeff Grubb's hearing things. He's schizophrenic now. Jeff Grubb's hearing things about a Switch 2 reveal in late 2023. Who's he hearing these from? Who fucking knows? The shadow people in the walls of his home are telling him about the Switch 2 reveal in late 2023. This was pretty funny, actually. RGT made a video, and I just completely spoofed the thumbnail and the title, the whole thing. I haven't even watched his video. I don't even know what he said. I just thought it was funny. Cameron Gliotone? Gliotone? I don't know. Yo, long-time viewer, first time watching. Happy to be here. I'm happy you're here, too! Thank God you made it. Switch 2 better be backwards compatible with the carts and all digital. I think it will be. Thank you, Phil My Butta. Phil My Butta? Is that Phil My Butta? Much love to you as well, Sean. You cannot see your own stream. No, you sent a message too early, and my Streamlabs didn't have enough time, or YouTube, or whatever the fuck the case is, to catch up with you. So fuck you, Pie Sniper. Anyways, Jeff Grubb is hearing rumors. I've been hearing rumors. There was that 4chan leak. I'm playing Dragon Quest 11 right now. It's my first Dragon Quest game. Have you played it? And what do you think about it? I have not played it, but I want to play it. My girlfriend's playing it right now, and she likes it, so I want to play it. Fruity Dog is now following. Whoa, thank you, Fruity Dog 56. I appreciate it. Anyways, back to the news here. I've been hearing a lot of rumors about a new Switch coming out in late 2023. According to that 4chan leaker who leaked the DLC for Scarlet and Violet, they said that they were working on some new upscale graphics type of thing for the new Nintendo Switch system. Some type of situation like that, some kind of AI tech. And that's what they were rumored to be working on. According to this guy, he got the Scarlet and Violet rumors down to a T. He absolutely nailed those. So he gave a lot of credence to the rest of the rumor that he was talking about, the new Nintendo Switch console coming out. Not a new model of Switch, but a sequel to the Switch. I don't know what that would be. A successor to the Switch. A literal next-gen console is what we're now claiming for it to be. You haven't played Dragon Quest 11? Yeah, I know. I'm gonna play it. I know. I'm sorry. Anyways, rumors of a new Switch model have been going for years. When there hasn't been rumors of a new Switch model, there have been rumors related to a successor to the Nintendo Switch. Unsurprisingly, Nintendo has not said a thing about any new hardware, but that hasn't stopped the rumor mill from churning. The latest example of this comes from Giant Bomb journalist Jeff Grubb. Jeff Grubb is who we're talking about right now, and he has thrown a million things. I've been covering his news. We still can't get Metroid in the stores. I know, it's a disaster. It's a debacle. It's absolutely horrendous. We're going to get to that in a little bit because Nintendo had an updated statement on that. But anyways, Jeff Grubb has been throwing shit at the wall, hoping something sticks for years. Literally years I've been covering Jeff Grubb's news and his takes, and he is wrong so often. He's wrong so often. Obviously, he claims to have reputable sources, and he has been right on many occasions as well. So it's hard to say whether or not any information he gets is accurate or reliable, because again, there have been a lot of misses, but there have been a lot of hits. Kind of with that's the situation with like any person who leaks information. They kind of like, people come to them with false information and they take it and run with it, and people come with them with accurate information, they take it and run with it. I don't know how they vet their sources or anything like that, because I'm not in that world. But Jeff Grubb does have a track record of both sides. Anyways, Grubb revealed on a new video on his YouTube channel that he is hearing about an official announcement of a Switch 2 reveal that would be happening in late 2023, which I think is a little too soon, me personally. I think next year, but maybe they're just going to reveal it and next year they'll release it. That could be what it is. Obviously, that's what the wording insinuates anyways. I was thinking more of a release, but he does, however, advise lots of caution. Not only does he state that what he heard is a rumor that he couldn't 100% verify, but he even says that it's a rumor of a rumor and not to take it as verbatim. He later says that something like this happening would be hard to believe. Still, he's heard something at all. That's a really weird way to say that. I don't know what that's about, and it is obviously another sign that the rumors aren't going to end anytime soon. I had no fucking idea that Jeff Grubb even had a YouTube channel. Can I go to his YouTube channel? What the fuck is this? Jeff Grubb reiterates that Metroid Prime 2 and Metroid Prime 3 are Switch bound. Okay. Well, I didn't even see this rumor, but hey, we'll check it out. What is this from? February 14th, 2023. We missed that 2 weeks ago. I don't know how we missed that. Maybe we didn't. Maybe we talked about it. First spoke about Metroid Prime Remastered. He also said his understanding that Metroid Prime 2 and 3 would be also on the road, but it's just not fully remastered. Really, not fully remastered. Well, how much are those going to cost? Better not be more than $40. Sure, it's not. They'll be tidied up a little. They're not exactly the same as Metroid Prime Remastered, but they'll be tidied up a little. Presumably, Nintendo will like the trilogy available on the Switch family system before Metroid Prime 4 touches down, whenever that might be. Jeffrey Grubbingstein. Jeffrey Grubbadoob. If Grubb has an inside informant, Nintendo will find and destroy them. It's true. Can't wait for all the Nintendo YouTubers for a Switch Pro video all over YouTube again. I just made my title and my thumbnail like that just to mess with RGT85, because his title and thumbnail, I just wanted to spoof it. 2023 is too soon. Nintendo has 10 years, so 2026 is completely fine. Well, again, I've said this Switch T1000. I've said this a million times. Nintendo is not, absolutely 100% not waiting for the 10-year mark for the Switch to be obsolete, which is already obsolete now, to release a new console. They are going to release a new console within the next 2 years. I 100% guarantee you that. 100% guarantee you that. They're slowing down the release of games, as we've seen this year. There's a huge lack of first-party Nintendo games. There's a gigantic lack of third-party games from developers because they're focusing on the PlayStation and the Xbox. Nintendo does not want to be left in the dust. They say they will support the Switch for 10 years. That's perfectly fine, and they can. You can support a console. They're still technically supporting the Wii U and shit, but they're shutting the eShops down. I don't know if they're shut down already. I think they might be shutting down this year, all of them, or unless they already all are shut down. I'm not sure, but by supporting a console, technically, it just means, oh, we have services available. We're updating the platform. You can get a new update for your Switch console, for your Wii, or whatever the case is. They're paying attention to the console, but it doesn't have to necessarily be their focus. They can support a console without it being their focus, and the next Nintendo Switch certainly will not be coming out in 2026. I 100% guarantee you that. Give it, it's sometime in the next 2 years. Absolutely 100%. There's no way Nintendo is going to go 2 more fucking years with declining sales and lagging behind and third parties supporting the Switch. It's not happening at all. It's not happening at all. If the next Switch is powerful enough for companies like Capcom and Konami and all these other places to put their games on there, and we just had the Capcom deal announced, there's no way in hell that Call of Duty can run on the current Switch in any respectable way, shape, or form. We need a new console, and probably Activision knows that there's a new Nintendo console coming soon, etc., etc. Oh, look, Maya B has resubscribed Prime for 13 months. Whoa! 15 total. Whoa! It's the Bobby News Trend. Whoa! It's the Bobby. How? Yeah, so I think Activision probably knows that there's a new Nintendo Switch on the horizon. Bang Wars. Ooh, what the fuck? YouTubers have Switch 2 clickbait every day. Yeah, they do. Whatever gets clicks, whatever makes them money, I don't really give a shit. I don't watch it. I see Switch Force, and Switch Force is the worst clickbaiter in the world. They're like, Nintendo has finally lost their minds. And it's like, guys, Mario Day's coming up, and we got new Mario Kart tracks. Can you believe it? These look so beautiful. Nintendo is crazy for this one. And it's like, What the fuck? You made me think something was happening, and then you're like, dude, there's Mario Kart DLC tracks. Something along those lines. They're always doing shit like that. Always. Above it is it's getting Hogwarts Legacy. Yeah, and I'm sure it's gonna be a shit version compared to everything else. I'd be amazed if it's not, but you know, whatever. Got to get those initial sales out on the PlayStation 5, Xbox, PC, etc., whatever the fuck else, and then give the Switch audience their lackluster, dumbed down version. So all the complaints will be hidden amongst all the good feedback we got already for the Xbox and the PlayStation. Say, look how great the game is. The game's amazing. And then on Switch, it's going to be dog shit. But hey, no one's going to care because we've already got the game. On all these other systems, we've already had it for a while. And everyone that's really been a diehard fan that wants to play it for the most part. There's going to be a little tiny audience that's not going to have played it. And they're waiting for the Switch version to be their first playthrough. And they're going to be probably disappointed, but maybe not. Maybe it'll run relatively okay, but it's definitely not going to be as good as these other consoles. Bottom line is, the Nintendo Switch is not long for this world in terms of being Nintendo's main focus. We're going to get a successor that is going to be backwards compatible, and it's going to have all the eShop stuff transferring over. We're going to finally have a Nintendo console that takes its predecessor's online content and moves it over to the new console seamlessly. My hope, at least, is that. And I think that's what the case is going to be, because they are so heavily invested in the Switch Online. The next console is going to have Switch in the name, so they can just run with the Switch Online. Baby Ant with $5. Are you fucking kidding me, Baby Ant? Jesus. Made a big score at my job today, bub dog. What do you do for work? You said that last time. Graphics don't matter, bro. Well, fidelity matters. If the game doesn't run well, if it's getting choppy, dropping down into the 10, 20 frames, even sometimes single digit frames, it's just dog shit. Graphics obviously are not the most important, but fidelity, how the game runs is very, very important. It's super important. You could dumb down the graphics and the game can run buttery smooth, but I got a feeling that's not the case. We'll see though. We'll see. I could be wrong, and I hope I am wrong. But yeah, the Switch is give it 2 more years, and we're gonna be knee deep in the next console, which is great because it's long overdue at this point because of how far behind the Switch is behind PlayStation and Xbox. So we can't get these third-party games anymore because they have to dumb them down too much, and they're just like, fuck it. You know what? Fuck it. You think we're getting Resident Evil 4 remastered? Hell no! To the no remake. Actually, I think a remake. Sorry, we're not getting that. We're not getting anything even close to that. Okay, buddy, we're lucky we got the original Resident Evil 4. Okay, what do you mean, bro? Pokemon is still amazing at 23 frames per second. Yeah, you're right. It certainly is something, isn't it?
Made a big score at my job today, bub dog.
Thank you so much for that $5 again, baby. I appreciate that, dog. Every time people say the Switch doesn't need an upgrade, I remind them Descenders runs better on a phone than the Switch. I don't even know what Descenders is. I don't know what that fucking is, dog. But anyway, let's see what else we got. Minecraft version 1.2, just 1.2. I don't know why we have the 0. 1.20. Named the Trails and Tales update. I don't give a fuck about that. Maybe you guys do. We'll look at it for you guys. I don't think anybody here gives a fuck. The Trails and Tales update. It has been almost 15 years since Minecraft finished with the world, 12 years since the game left beta. I'm a little sick, by the way. And had been officially released since then. The game has received a steady stream of updates containing brand new content and is showing no signs of stopping anytime soon. In fact, version 1.20 of the game is coming later this year. Oh, it's not even. It's Mojang. Sorry, announced the update has a name. It's being called the Trails and Tales update. Mojang explained the name represents the journey that the Minecraft takes us on and the unique stories that each of us bring back. I just don't care. Kirby enters at number 1 this week, and PS5 number 1 gaming system. PS5 has been consistently the number 1 gaming system in Japan for the past, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, I think it is. Another indicator that the Switch is no longer what it used to be, okay? The Switch was the top dog on this console list for a long fucking time. Every fucking week, every fucking month, it was the Nintendo Switch, no matter what. But now the PlayStation 5 is starting to edge it out. We got 77,000 units sold of the PlayStation 5. Compared to the Switch OLED, only 40K. The original Switch, not OLED, only sold 11K. All right, I guess if you're going to be buying a Switch, you might as well buy the OLED now. But PlayStation 5 is almost doubling the Switch's numbers now. Almost doubling the Switch's number. And the top 10 games, we got a few PlayStation games here. PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, PlayStation 5, PlayStation 5. Usually the Nintendo Switch. I've seen the Nintendo Switch dominate this with all 10 spots before. So I mean, Nintendo has something to worry about, okay? The numbers aren't going up anymore. If you look at the sales of the Nintendo Switch, they have peaked. We are now declining in sales. We peaked, I don't know what year, maybe 2020 might have been the peak of Switch sales. And now slowly we are selling less and less Switches because people are moving on. Play out what you waiting on. That's what's happening. And Nintendo needs to get the ball rolling on the next console so they can, regain some of that steam, regain some of that momentum, and, be back on top where they want to be. Obviously, who doesn't want to be? But I think Nintendo, I think they're going to get it going here soon. And if the rumors are true, then 2023, we're at least going to get a look at it, which I was expecting not until next year. I was thinking this year would be like the final year of the Switch with no expectations of the future. And then next year, maybe spring or something, they were going to go, all right, guys, get ready for this, bitch. And then show us that. But hey, if it's this holiday season they show it off, which would be very weird, you would think that Nintendo would want to maximize sales and get as many Switches out the door as they can before they announce the next console. Because once you announce the next console, you are going to stop a lot of people from buying the current console because they're going to say, oh, well, I'll just wait half a year or whatever the case is to get the new console. Why the fuck would I hop in now on something they're about to be done with? So it's a very tricky spot to be in for Nintendo where you announce your new console because you still want to sell the other consoles because you've been fucking making them. You're going to still be manufacturing them, and you don't want to lose sales in that regard, but you got to announce the new stuff so people can get ready for it. So, anyways, Sean, talk to me. Hello, Pie Sniper. It's a bite game. Same case with Fortnite, I think. Oh. Well, so it's a weird thing. Holiday season this year would be really weird to announce it. I would feel like more spring next year, but we'll see. Anyways, we'll see. We'll just keep, we'll see. Nintendo announces March 10th Day festivities. Mario's and Mario Day. Day festivities with Mario Switch Bundle and new Mario Kart courses. Let's see. This is the new Switch Bundle. Choose one game. Oh, it has 3 and you get to pick. Okay, that's weird. How does that work? You just get... Oh, you get a sticker sheet. Oh, you get Mario movie sticker sheets in this. I mean, that's kind of cool, I guess. Out of these 3 games, I personally would choose Mario Odyssey. But I think most bang for your buck, you're going to get Mario Kart 8. Who in the world is picking Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe? A boomer? It has to be a boomer. That's the only guess. Hey, look, great select Mario games for $39.99 each. Mario Day, we got some pretty decent deals as far as digital games go. If you want to get a digital game, which, I frown upon and I poo-poo upon. Luigi's Mansion 3 for $40. Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze is not a Mario game. The Mario's not in the fucking game. Mario has nothing to do with the game. Why the hell is he here? And there's just a picture of Bowser on the side. They just had to fill this space up because they didn't have any more games, so they just put a picture of Bowser here. Alright. Yeah, but the Switch is still selling, bro. How retarded and gay are you? I don't know. Another crappy Switch bundle. Well, I mean, I guess if you wanted to switch, is this OLED? I don't even know. Is this an OLED? Does it say? I don't see anywhere where it says OLED. Does it say OLED on here? I can't tell. I don't know. If this is an original Switch and not even the OLED, that's fucking stupid. I don't know why you'd buy that, but whatever. Anyways, Mario Day is coming up. It would have been really cool if Mario and Friends retail sale? Oh, from March 5th to 11th, fans will be able to head to select retailers who save for $20 and select. Okay. So it's the same deal, but in physical, too. You can get physicals for $20 off. That's pretty good. Super Nintendo World Opening, win a trip to Super... Dude, okay, so the Mario movie's coming out on April 5th now, right? Like April 5th or something? Why couldn't you ever release it on Mario Day, March 10th? Well, that would have been a magical... That would have been the fucking celebration. It's less than a month earlier. Like, what type of situation... I mean, did you not even try for this? Because that would have been awesome. I think it would have been awesome. Mario Day, we get the Mario movie? Whatever, I guess. I'm just an idiot. A 2-hour demo now available for Mario Rabbids Sparks of Hope. Is anybody going to play that? Does anybody care? I played the game. The game soft locked on me at the end. I couldn't beat it. So, yeah, it didn't look like an OLED. Looks good. Looks like a good bundle as long as it's OLED, not OLED. I played the game. It's whatever. The first one's better. First Mario Rabbids is definitely better than this. Are you guys want to play a 2-hour demo of Mario Rabbids? I don't. I certainly wouldn't if I were you. So there you go. This is a really funny story here as well. Yuji Naka has admitted to the charges against him in court. Yuji Naka was facing prison time for insider trading, and apparently he just pled guilty. I don't know. Sonic co-creator Yuji Naka has admitted his guilt in the first court case held against him and another former Square Enix employee for insider trading. Mr. Naka told the court that he found out about the games in question before they were publicly announced by the company and that he bought stock in them in order to profit financially. Why? What's this law you're doing, dog? You're just straight up saying, I did that shit. Straight the fuck up, bitch. Maybe it's a case of Japanese people being honorable or whatever. The court case revolves around Mr. Naka purchasing stock in Square Enix mobile games, Dragon Quest Tactics, or just says Tact. Dragon Quest Tact, in Final Fantasy VII, the first soldier, before they were announced. He bought a total of 130,000 shares. My God. Earning profit on the sale of over 20 million yen. 20 million yen. Million yen maybe is like $10,000 roughly. I don't know. So like 200 grand. But there's no doubt I found out about the games before they were made public and bought shares in them. Well, is that all he said? There's no doubt that I found out about the games. I mean, I guess he's like, well, that wasn't insider trading. I don't know. I don't know what the situation is, but he might be going to prison. This man might be going to prison. And I'll tell you one thing. You don't want to go to Japanese prison. Japanese prison is a very, very serious, strict place. You're not allowed to have fun. You're not allowed to play basketball and do all the things you're allowed to do here. It's a very strict, very hellish place, Japanese prison. From what I've heard and I've seen, I've never experienced it firsthand, obviously. Just from what I've seen online, it is not a good place to be. So God bless Yuji Naka. Hope you're all right. This is Sonic. That's the Sonic creator. This is the guy who created Sonic right here, which there's no mention of this in this for some reason. I feel like that would get clicks, but that's the Sonic creator right there. Boom. Put Sonic in the thumbnail just like Bo Blacks. Hey y'all, stuff here. Hello. Don't movies these days literally finish editing the midnight of release? Yeah, I think so. Bundity.
A mobile game? A mobile game? Nintendo!
Japanese court is almost as rigid as American, Sean. Japanese court. What does that have to do with anything? I don't know what you're talking about. I feel like Japanese courts are worse because, like in America, we got the jury and all that. I feel like Japanese courts are straight. Hey man, you're fucked. You did it. Your ass is in prison. I don't know. A Japanese man can kill. I've heard there's like some weird stuff going on. Like, if a Japanese man can kill and eat a woman get out of prison and become a celebrity, I'm sure he'll be okay. Well, see, the thing about that situation was he got charged and tried in France. That who you're talking about. I can't remember his name. The Japanese cannibal man. He got charged and tried in France. And then I think France didn't want him there because he was such a deviant piece of shit or something along those lines, right? I read about this or watched a video about it many years ago. And so he got, what is it, extradited? Is that what it's called? He got sent back to Japan, and the Japanese government didn't want to deal with it, so they just let him out. They're just like, fuck, we don't know what happened over there. We don't know what you did. That sounds fucked. We're not communicating with the French authorities. There was a weird lack of communication between the two countries. Situation, they just said fuck it, get out of here, you fucking piece of shit, go away. I can't remember his name, but yeah, that's he didn't get in trouble in Japan. If he would have gotten in trouble in Japan, he would have been in prison for the rest of his life. It was a weird, odd circumstance that happened because he was like a foreign exchange student or something like that in France. Anyways, weird. It's fucked. That guy's a fuck. He's fucked. Japanese cannibal man. Quality photos of emerge of the Mario-themed Nintendo Switch system for March 10th day, or Martin Day. Martin. Oh, it's Martin Lawrence Day. Martin Day. I wonder if he celebrates Martin Day on the same day. Well, high quality. I don't know about high quality. This is pretty fucking pixely to me. What the fuck are you talking about? High quality? Are you out of your mind? This is not high quality. This is the back of the box. That sucks. Whatever. Here's a little shoe. Oh, he's wearing some old schools. We got a skater on deck. He's in some kind of warehouse setting. Obviously, we got a conveyor belt here. Diamond-plated metal flooring here. In some kind of conveyor warehouse setting. So maybe a Nintendo warehouse. I don't know, but he's somewhere, and his shoes just gave him away. They're gonna looking for those old schools now, buddy. They're looking for those old schools now. New main Zelda game is coming. It means we're getting new console. I'm 100% sure. Crazy shit, boy. Woo! At least Japanese cops don't literally boop. Okay, bye, sniper. Shut the fuck up. Were you right about the Steam Deck? Yes, I was right about the Steam Deck. How many units has it sold now? A million? Been stuck at a million for a long time? What a banger of a success. Oh, it was niche. It was niche, Sean. It was just a niche thing that only a select small group of game, which not like we touted that it was going to overtake the Switch and be a retail success. You have to order it from the Steam website. That's fun. That's what you got to do. It's great. No one gives a fuck about the Steam Deck except for weird hardcore PC gamers that have a way powerful computer that they know they're playing their games on. They're not like, look at me at the airport with my fucking literal gigantic brick. This is half the backpack space I have for this trip. Look at this fucking thing, huh? And everyone's like, what the fuck is that? 3 Game Gears? The fuck is this guy doing? Is that from 1993? Fucking Jesus Christ. RGC said a new Switch in 1Q, first quarter 2024. Well, see, I think if I was a betting man, I would bet that they were going to announce it in Q1, release it in Q2. That's what I'm thinking. Because they're going to want to release it soon after announcement, because again, they're going to want to announce it close to the release because they don't want to lose Switch sales. They want that Switch selling up to the last minute. And a lot of people will be deterred from buying a new Switch if they find out, oh, there's a new console coming out in a couple months. I'm not gonna buy the Switch. I'll wait. So they're probably gonna announce it, and then next month, or maybe even a few weeks from then, it'll be boom, done. Oh boy. You've never been to Prison Pie Sniper. Will you shut up? You also miss when Pokemon would resell a third version that's usually a definitive edition. Now it's just DLC that might be lost. Yeah, no, that sucks. It sucks. I like the third version Pokemon's. Obviously, that was when I was a kid, so a bit different. I don't know. I'm like, oh look, they got Emerald version. It's got a new battle frontier, or whatever the fuck it had. I don't even fucking remember. No OLED for 650. What? No OLED for $650 fucking dollars. Whew. Is that including the dock? It's dockable. You can buy a dock. Once Nintendo next console comes out, that shit is gonna look even more ass. Well, the thing about the Steam Deck is you get to play your Steam library on the go. You can put every game ever made on it, right? Fucking every Switch game can run on the Steam Deck. Every Super Nintendo, NES, all that shit. Obviously, you got to be sailing the 7 seas to do that shit. But you know, it's not hard for the people who want to do that. It's not hard for them to do it. I've been to prison. Woo. Metroid Prime Remastered artist wants to work on Metroid Prime 1 and 2 remasters. Well, as we heard earlier from Jeb Grubb, there may not be remasters. They may just be pretty much straight ports with a little bit of like upscaling or something, up-res graphics or something. The announcement of Metroid Prime Remastered wasn't surprising, but the news that the digital version would be available the same day was a huge bombshell. Since then, despite issues with the availability of physical copies, Metroid Prime Remastered has been doing well with sales. However, some were hoping to see Metroid Prime 2 Echoes and Metroid Prime 3 Corruption get a similar treatment from Nintendo. One of them happens to be artist Anthony Garciano, who worked on the remaster as a contractor. Garciano said in a podcast video that is no longer publicly available, but reported on by Comic Book that he is crossing his fingers that they're also remastering the second and third game. But he doesn't even know. He's praying that he can get a job for something that he doesn't even know. It's so random, but well, you know, whatever. Mario Rabbids Sparks of Hope update. Nobody cares. Nintendo vows to do everything we can to meet strong demand for Metroid Prime Remastered. This is what I was talking about earlier. Apparently there was a new update. Let's see what they had to say. It was in a police station. They do it in the station. Will you shut up? God damn it. Shut the fuck up. Been a president for cannibalism. You in a police station. You fucking, can you guys believe this guy? The cringe he admits. The cringe that he admits in the chat. Watch the videos of Larry Lawton. He was tortured. Yeah, police have been, and people have been tortured by cops many times. But you act like it's like I was at the jailhouse, and they were just raping everybody out there. It's like, dude, will you shut up? Oh shit! I hope Metroid Prime 2 and 3 ports are as good as the Tales of Symphonia round. I never had a Game Gear as a kid. Just had to save up 20 for a used GB Pocket. Well, GB Pocket's better anyways. The library you have with a GB Pocket's way better. The battery life's way better. It's far, far, far more portable. A GB Pocket's like this fucking big. The little tiny thing. I love my Game Boy Pocket. I had a green one. Metroid Prime Remastered was originally... Wait, hold on. Released a few weeks ago. Went rather smoothly. It went rather smoothly. No, it didn't. However, the game's physical... Oh, it's just the digital game. It hasn't gone so well. People have had their pre-orders delayed, and there are still a lot of fans that haven't been able to get their copies of the game yet. Meanwhile, the low availability of the game's physical version has attracted scalpers. Well, Nintendo has addressed the situation in a statement to Nintendo Life. The company said that we will do everything we can to meet the strong demand for the product. Please continue... Okay, I think it was what we already saw. To check with... Oh, there was a new update. Check with major retailers for availability. If the Metroid Prime Remastered game sells out at various locations, yeah, we will work to provide more units as possible. So I guess they're waiting to see if it sells out, but it's like already selling out and it's being scalped out the ass. So kind of weird that they're waiting in like that situation. They should just start making them. But I guess they don't want to make too many of them because Metroid is kind of a niche franchise. And the Nintendo catalog, you look at sales, they are not that great, but it does have a really diehard fan base. You know what I mean? Hide your kids, hide your wife, because they ripping everybody out here. GB Pocket is trash. It's in black and white, Sean. It's still awesome to me. I think it's great. You heard it here. Sean doesn't care about rape. Absolutely not even close to what I said. I just said that's not a common occurrence. Don't drop the soap. You don't want to be... They got a lot of whores in prison. Like, there'll be dudes that are just like, well, I guess I'm a chick now. Bang me. I'm the bitch. So, you know, you do whatever. This guy's my bitch now. That's what I say to my friends, whom I have consensual relations with. No, I'm just kidding. New Sega Survey asked about crazy tax. They always do this. They always fucking do this shit. Sega, Atlas, Square Enix, fucking Konami. Every company, they send out surveys and they're like, you remember all those classic games we made? And like, you guys always are asking for it. Like, oh, can we get more Jet Set Radio? Can we get Persona 5 on Switch? Blah, blah, blah. We're going to ask you again. We're going to ask you again if you want it. We know we've asked you many, many times, and every single goddamn time you say the same thing, that yes, we want those games, we will buy them, we will pay for them. And as you can see by the track record, the sales record of when you do listen to the fans and release the games that they want, that they do sell well. Look at Persona 5 on Switch. I don't understand what's going on here. Is this like some kind of disconnect about just how, I don't even know. It's just bad business, baby. Woo. Rap is better than GB Pocket. Should I buy a Switch OLED or wait for the new system? I would wait. I would wait for the new system. I think it's going to be coming out in around-ish a year. I think spring 2024. If you can wait a year, then that's fine. You know, you could probably just get a Switch used somewhere on like Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, anywhere like that. Probably in your area for pretty cheap. With some games too. I don't know if you really care which system it is. It might be the original Switch. It might be a Switch Lite, but you know. But yeah, that's a good way to do it. But anyways, you may remember that report from Bloomberg in April last year that said the Sega is investing in an extensive back catalog of classic video games and are currently working on reboots for Crazy Taxi and Jet Set Radio. These two Sega games will apparently be the first of the reboots, and they are scheduled. I can't wait. Both of these are great, fun games. Will be fun to stream. They're scheduled to release in the next few years. Fast forward to today, and Sega sent out a new survey which is being distributed to specific fans. Why specific fans? Why not everybody? And it mentions a number of older Sega franchises which haven't been touched in years, and asks how familiar people are with them. Let's hope this is a sign that the Bloomberg report was correct and that Sega is dusting off a number of classic games from the past to release in the future. A Golden Axe, Streets of Rage. Heard of it, but never played a game from it. That's whoever filled this survey out. Shinobi, Crazy Taxi. Wait, didn't we just... Oh, it was Golden Axe. Crazy Taxi, Desert Radio, Alter Beast, House of the Dead. House of the Dead would be really fun as well. They just released like a remake of House of the Dead 1 and 2 or something like, didn't they? Something like that. There was something along those lines. Jet Set Radio and Crazy Taxi would be really awesome though. Those would be great. Virtual Fighter, I don't know if anybody really cares. I mean, we have a lot of fighting games now, but I'm sure there are a lot of people that want a new Virtual Fighter. Reggie still believes gaming VR is a niche market, has no much play experience. That's absolutely true, and I saw Reggie tweet this out on Twitter, I believe it was. Obviously, if it was a tweet, it was Twitter. Fucking Christ. I say get a Switch OLED. No, listen to Astrosoft, not me. Either way, I don't care. Here, this is what he tweeted out. Until there is a must-play experience, this will be true. Estimated global user penetration rates of video games and virtual reality hardware in percentage. So as you can see, 2020, we had 0.4% all the way up to 2027. This is projected, obviously. You can't predict the future. There may be some must-play experience, some Ready Player One type experience where everybody in the world has to get on it, which I doubt, but we'll see. I don't give a fuck about VR. I want nothing to do with it. It seems just annoying to me, but as you can see, these rates right here are steadily climbing, and these are relatively stagnant, 1.7% in 2027 projected, so 4 years from now. And I mean, as you can see, just, you know, it's not really relevant. It's very, 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 very niche market here. And there are no must-play VR experiences because I just don't think people really care about a VR experience. It's kind of like a really, you got to go all in with VR. You have to separate yourself from the real world. You have to have a room dedicated to where you're going to walk into stuff, unless you're doing a VR game where you're just sitting in place, maybe like a VR racing game or something like that. But if it's a VR game where you're actually moving around and moving your arms and stuff, you have to have a fucking room dedicated to it. You gotta have all these sensors set up. There's a lot that goes into it, playing a VR experience, as opposed to a console or even a PC game. You just fire that bitch up and play it. And then, like, if something happens in the real world, you get a phone call, or your mom walks in the room, or whatever the case is. It's immediately, there's an instant disconnect. You go, what? If you're in a VR headset in a game, you're just gonna be like, hold on, let me shut this. Okay, all right. What? It's like a whole thing. You got to dedicate a good chunk of your time and effort to play one VR game. Regular, just normal playing video. I just like playing video games normally. I just want to relax and have a fun time in a video game world. I don't want to be, in the video game world. I want to have a separate, like here's the video game, here's me. I don't want to be inside of it, but maybe someday if the VR like gets a little easier and, you know, a little better and more ways to do it. Like if you could play it without getting up and walking around, that'd be cool, but there'd be like a weird disconnect from the feeling of your body. I don't know. A lot of stuff that goes into it. Reggie is using the big brain, his pee-pee. I don't trust Sega to make anything other than Yakuza. Oof. Ah. Ooh, ooh, ah, ah, ooh, ah. What's this about Switch 2? We talked about it extensively earlier. Have you ever seen the videos of someone trading a Switch with 3 games for someone's childhood GameCube collection? No. What games do they get in the GameCube collection? That sounds amazing. For the person who got the GameCube collection, not the person who gave it up. As soon as a VR game becomes must-play, then we will all get Sword Art Online and trapped inside the game. Yep. I'm on top of the mountain puffing on clouds. I can see that. I would say Super Shot VR is kind of a must-play. It's mad fun. Apparently not, because I've never heard of it, and no one else in chat has, so must play my ass. I remember kids. Beep! My mom walks in at me watching VR porn all the time. You think she'd learn to knock? You a rascal. You think you'd learn to lock the door? You crazy little guy. The only exclusive VR game out here is worth it is Half-Life Alyx. The only other ones are Tetris Effect and Rez, which you can play without VR. I've heard Tetris Effect in VR is really fun. And Half-Life Alyx I've heard is good too. So I don't know. But I don't really give a fuck because I don't want to play VR. It's just not for me. Not for me. CMA rules that the regulator doesn't believe Call of Duty will run adequately on Switch. Oh, really? You think so? Wow, who would have guessed? Let's see here. Microsoft recently announced that it has now signed a 10-year agreement to bring Call of Duty on Nintendo platforms with Blizzard. Activision Blizzard gaming deals go through. The deal, which has come under intense scrutiny, including by the United Kingdom's Competition and Markets Authority, seems to be on a knife's edge. The Competition and Markets Authority says that it doesn't believe the Nintendo deal with Microsoft will work with the Nintendo Switch, as the Nintendo Switch isn't able to replicate the visuals, frame rate, and online features that are a core part of the Call of Duty game series, which is correct in some ways, though the CMA doesn't seem to forget that the deal would most likely be for a future Nintendo gaming system. Exactly. Developing a game for Switch is a significantly different task relative to doing it for Xbox and PS. Due to its technical differences, one publisher stated that it encountered technical difficulties when bringing a game to Nintendo Switch with no difficulty in bringing the same game same game to play Xbox PlayStation. The publisher noted that the Switch's limited graphics and storage are technical limitations that affect the performance of competitive games more than that of games brought to Xbox PlayStation. Another publisher stated that several of its games are not available on Nintendo, as Nintendo has different capabilities from places, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, I mean, this is all obvious and it's all a given, but I think that the Call of Duty deal is going to apply to future Switch consoles, and that does give a little bit of credence to a new Nintendo Switch coming out sooner than later, because they did just sign the deal and they're waiting for the Microsoft Activision deal to go through, and I think that would be in time for a new Call of Duty. So yeah, if there's a new Switch, then there it is, bada bing bada boom. We would be getting Call of Duty on a new Switch, and a lot of things coincide with the rumor of there being a new Switch soon, and other things are against it. But I think more so, most of what we're seeing coincides with, yes, we're going to get a Nintendo Switch soon. I don't know about this year. Next year is my guess, but we'll see. Again, we'll see. I got to keep saying that because that's what it is. RGT 85? That's right. Where's your beard? It fell off. Oh, RGT 85 here. I spoofed your whole thumbnail and your whole fucking title. PSVR 2 is dope, but Horizon is very overrated for it. GTA 7 and VR... GT7, sorry, Gran Turismo 7 is way more intense. You climb too much in Horizon. So what are you standing in your fucking room just going like this? Like, what are you doing? Are you just doing this? I would just love to see that. Make a video about that. Switch isn't as powerful as Xbox or PlayStation, therefore Microsoft Activision deal shouldn't go through. Yeah, they're definitely not taking into consideration that there would be a new Switch that we would be getting Call of Duties on. I don't think that Microsoft and Activision are looking at the current Switch and saying, yep, we're going to be running all the future 10 years Call of Duties from now on this thing. I don't think that's what they're doing. I hope to God not, because it's going to be an absolute dog shit show. Nintendo Switch Sports updated to version 1.4.0. Wow, no one's playing that. No one gives a fuck. Hey, dude, I love it. Oh, hey, I love you, doggy. How you doing? How you doing medical-wise? You doing all right? Yeah, that's what that is what you were doing. I would love to see that. I played one VR game once ever, and it was not fun. I was in my friend's house. He has a whole room dedicated to VR. We played some weird game where I was like battling like cavemen in like some arena type of thing, or maybe they were gladiators. I was thinking it was gladiators. It was so weird, and I got over it in like 5 minutes. I was like, this sucks, dude. What the fuck is going on? I got much rather just sit in my chair and relax and play a video game instead of standing up, moving around, having zero awareness of what's going on around me outside of my VR headset. Sup, Sean? Hey, Seeking Solutions and RGT. We're both Sean, except one of them's real, right? Not me. I'm Sean. Call of Duty was fun for the first 500 hours. But now I don't care. It's kind of like a marriage. Wait, you talking about the first 500 hours in general, like dating back to like when you first played Call of Duty? Or are you talking about 500 hours in the newest game? Because I played a ton of Modern Warfare, Call of Duty 4, and Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. I didn't play World at War very much at all. I played a lot of Black Ops, played a ton of Black Ops, and Black Ops 2, and just random. I played a decent bit of Warzone, but I mean, I'm kind of burnt out on Call of Duty now. It's like the same exact thing every single goddamn time. It is fun playing with friends, but it's not, you know, it's not definitely, it's definitely not, it's not a must play for me. Like it used to whenever a new Call of Duty would come out, I'd be like, hell yeah, dude, I'm gonna be playing this every fucking day. And now as I've gotten older, I've just, I don't know. I'm like, I feel like I'm wasting my life doing the exact same thing over and over again. Like I'm grinding for a weapon attachment. I get the weapon attachment. It's not as cool as I thought it was. And then I got, well, maybe I'll get this YouTuber said this setup was the shit. And I get it. And I'm like, it's pretty good, but I'm still, you know, this is not as fun as I hoped it would be. And you're just kind of chasing that high of like, man, remember that time when I got like a 5.0 KD? That was sick. And then you have like 3 bad games and 1 good game. You know, it's you know, it's the vicious cycle. It's a very vicious cycle, and I'm kind of over it. Do iPhones have shitty batteries in general? No, I think it's just older iPhones have shitty batteries. I think Apple was getting in trouble for like making the battery shitty on the older iPhones via updates, like iOS updates. I think they got in legal trouble for that because they wanted people to update to newer Apple model or new iPhone models, I mean. And so they would make it so your current iPhone would die faster. So in your head, you're like, oh, I guess the battery's bad. Well, instead of replacing the battery, I might as well get a new fucking iPhone, right? Most people have a plan on their cell phone carrier where they can upgrade their fucking phones and shit for like whatever, a flat price, and you pay a leasing fee every month for the phone and all that shit. So it makes a lot of sense for people like, oh, well, my battery sucks, I'm just gonna get a new phone. But Apple got in trouble for that. I'm pretty sure. It could, I get tired of COD quick now. Last COD I played was Warzone. I liked the Modern Warfare remake, whatever it was. I liked the multiplayer in that a lot. Haven't played any of the new CODs since then. Vanguard, or was it Vanguard? And Modern Warfare 2, I haven't played that. I haven't played anyone. I have zero interest. It's just like I said, it just feels like a waste of my life. Just chasing this weird video game high that's not, it's just not fun. I don't know. It is fun when you do it, but then most of the time it's not fun. And then you get really pissed and you get frustrated and get aggravated because you have shitty fucking game after shitty fucking game. Then you get that one good game and it brings you right back. And it's like a weird, like I said, it's a vicious fucking cycle. Microsoft teases GoldenEye Type reveals. What the fuck does that mean? What the fuck is a GoldenEye Type reveal? Blah, blah, blah. Rare Microsoft Vision announced that GoldenEye 007 was coming to Nintendo Switch Online plus expansion pack. It is now available on Nintendo's online service, but Nintendo fans were not alone in the celebrating in the game's release. They were also a remastered version of the game that's been released on Xbox Game Pass, and the announcement was huge. It seems that Microsoft isn't done with them just yet. You see, Xbox head Phil Spencer recently spoke to Video Game Chronicle. He later asked Spencer if there were any reveals planned before Microsoft's gaming showcase this summer. Spencer said, a lot of our focus right now is on the showcase in June, but there is some news that's coming out, like, you know, like we did the GoldenEye announcement. I'm thinking like, you know, GoldenEye Type announces. What does that mean? Like kind of surprise? That's it? Just a surprise, I guess. But the news for Nintendo fans is up for speculation, but it's not out of the question that there could be more retro rare titles re-released on Nintendo Switch Online plus expansion pack in the future. It has already happened twice with BanjoKazooie and GoldenEye. This has actually happened. We'll let you know. I want a remake or a remaster of BanjoKazooie or a fucking sequel to BanjoTooie so bad. But if they do make a sequel to BanjoTooie, it needs to be, you know, more BanjoKazooie, because BanjoTooie is so much backtracking and it's so convoluted, and it's a fucking platformer, and you got to do all this stuff like, oh well, now I can do this thing, I can get this I can change into this, and now I could go back here, and now I have these fire eggs, so I could get into this area, I can melt the ice over here. That's something for like a Metroid game or something like that, not a fucking platformer. I want my worlds to be concise, just well thought out, and then I have fun, 100% this world, move on to the next one. Maybe a smidge of backtracking, like in Mario 64, where I've got the flight cap, now I can do this red coin star over here, but it's like a little tiny sprinkling of backtracking to get you to go explore that level maybe once or twice more and then move on. BanjoTooie, you have to keep going all over the fucking world, back and forth, every fucking direction. I've tried to play that game like 3 times, never beaten it because I just get so fucking... Whenever I get to, what is it, Gruntilda Industries, I think it is? I think it's Gruntilda Industries. I give up. That shit is fucked. I've walked around that level for like 2 hours and not made any progress. Like, it's so fucked. Just played Banjo 1 for the first time last year, and it's so damn fun. Banjo 1 is definitely one of the best platformers of all time. It's exactly what it needs to be. It's completely tight, well thought out all the way through from beginning to end. Everything is exactly the length it needs to be. The music is fucking amazing. The world is great. The characters are great. Everything about it is fantastic. I want to love BanjoKazooie so much, but I just can't. It's just too much, you know? I don't know. COD 4 was a revelation when it came out. Yeah, it was. New iPhones are too expensive. No, you're not wrong. I've been playing the new one with Spawn and stuff, and 9 times out of 10, I want to kill him. But then we went to Warzone and all is well. Yeah, it's like, especially when you're playing Warzone with your fucking friends, and then you start getting mad at them for making mistakes. You're like, oh, why'd you do that? Or like, oh, what is this? And like, oh, and like people start like yelling at each other over a fucking video game, which has happened many times with me and my friends. You'll get literally heated. You get heated in the fucking headset over a fucking video game with your friends, and afterwards like, dude, what is going on? So yeah, I kind of got over that. But whenever COVID was going down, the lockdown, where we couldn't leave our houses for like 2 weeks or wherever the fuck it was, I was playing Warzone until like 3 in the morning during that time. It was a lot of fun when it was fun, but then it was a lot of hell when it was hell. Not that there's anything wrong with mindless fun, but it's a mindless game. RGC, oh my god, come on, dog. Banjo 3, yes, Banjo 3. They teased Banjo 3 at the end of BanjoKazooie, if I'm not mistaken. I think they said like, oh, we'll be in Banjo 3. They need to make a Conquer-like Banjo called BanjoKazooie, but they're too pussy to bring back that edgy humor. They definitely are too pussy to bring back that edgy humor. I mean, Rare is definitely, it's not the company that it used to be. It's not even close. All the original people that worked at Rare, that worked on BanjoKazooie and Conkers and all that stuff aren't with Rare anymore. It's a completely different set of developers over at Rare. A lot of people from the original Rare left to start Retro Studios, right? So it's a whole thing. If they try to make a Banjo or a Conkers today, it would be somewhat of an imposter, right? I think if you got the right people to do it, like if they got the team together, made sure they were hardcore fans of Banjo, Conquer, and everything and all that, I think they could do it. But you know, if it's just people trying to make the game for the sake of making the game, you're gonna get this imposter feel to it, and it's gonna feel maybe dead and lifeless, and that's not what you want. You don't want them to bring back BanjoKazooie in a lackluster form, and then it's just dead forever. Because if that happens, it is dead forever. If they bring back BanjoKazooie and it's like, oh well, this one's alright, the old ones are way better though, and it's just dead, and then we're not getting anything else unless it's sold amazingly somehow. But if it's in a lackluster game, I doubt it would. Donkey Kong 64 also made you do every level 5 times with each character. Yeah, Donkey Kong 64 is worse than BanjoKazooie for sure. Absolutely. Did you check out Clive and Wrench? I've been following it since the Wii U days, and it finally came out. Super disappointing game. Clive and Wrench. I've heard of this. Let's see what the fuck is Clive and Wrench about. It sounds disappointing. It sounds like a Ratchet and Clank ripoff. Clive and Wrench. Clive and Wrench, baby. Clive and Wrench, worth it. 6 days ago, we got. Oh my god. Oh yeah, we looked at this not that long ago. Who the fuck is Uncle Al? Can I just see gameplay, like full gameplay walkthrough? 4 hours? The game's only 4 hours. Let's see what IGN has to say.
Throwback platform, and it takes
a throwback. What do you got, fucking Jacksepticeye over here? And top of the morning to you, ladies, and we're looking at Clive and Wrench right now. And is it worth it? Oh no!
A rabbit and a monkey in this case.
A monkey.
A monkey. 11 levels based on real.
11 levels based. This guy's based.
10-year passion project by Rob Wass.
10-year passion project, and it turned out looking like this.
That he was inspired by.
Ooh.
Well, that's what I'm here to answer in our review of Clive and Wrench.
Oh, Jesus.
Your goal is to use a time-traveling fridge to explore 11.
It's so weird that he spins the monkey around to fly. I noted this last time. He spins the monkey around to fly. Why wouldn't he just hold the monkey up by his feet and the monkey would spin his tail? It would look way cooler than him spinning the monkey around. That's just rude.
And loads of verticality. The objectives are very few of them feeling the same across levels. And the majority
your character's stuck in a wall.
And usually there's a funny
oh shit! The jumping sucks. The combat is horrible. It's sad. It looks bad. It looks not good. It looks very. Look at that. Look at the stretched texture on the ground. Around the corner, they just stretched the texture around the corner. It looks very early 2000s Xbox game, like forgettable Xbox game.
And I'd be in the middle of a gap having no double jump.
No double jump.
To make my way back up to the jump. Furthermore, while your main spin
Up
attack
to the
is
jump.
fine, the lack of feedback
Yeah, this is like super like
and I often found myself
2003
taking damage in
forgettable
return, as the
platformer.
range between-
The UI looks really terrible. This right here looks like a fucking shitty PC game from that same time. It just looks bad. Looks just unbelievably. And this is a 10-year passion project. I hate to say it, but come on, guys, you wasted 10 years of your lives. I mean, am I the bad guy here? I don't know. I don't know. Does anyone want to buy me some Robux? Absolutely not. No. Son of a bitch. Looks like shit. Kill yourself. Oh my god. Walmart has Ratchet and Clank. That's the Wish Ratchet and Clank. It's like I want Ratchet and Clank. Oh, we got Ratchet and Clank at home. There it is. Persona 6 internally delayed? Really? Ooh, that's not good. Persona 5 came out what? 2017? 2016? Maybe even 2015. I don't even know. Maybe they'll say in here. Only the next entry in the acclaimed Persona series, Persona 6, has apparently been delayed internally. This is according to an individual who leaked information about Persona 3 Remake. The information was shared on Reset Air when someone asked if the next Persona game would arrive this year, to which the person said that there's zero chance if it's happening. As always, it's just a rumor and nothing has been mentioned over at Atlas or Sega regarding a Persona 3 Remake or details about Persona 6. Absolutely zero chance 6 releases this year. It was delayed internally just yesterday, and there is a rough time frame but can't share. Sorry. Why would you not be able to share the time frame? You're like, it's delayed, but I couldn't tell you anything else about it. I can tell you this though. They're not gonna get me for this. Could be to release remake first or the other game, but I'm not privy to that info. If the teaser is at Sony's next show, I'll know beforehand and confirm. Okay, well, a lot of help you are, fucking loser. You know, that's the Super Mario Bros. Movie release date pushed forward. I saw this. It was pushed forward, what, 2 days or something like that? April 5th. So it was originally April 7th to April 5th. I don't know why even push it forward 2 days. Like, who cares? What is April 5th? I'm sure April 7th is probably a Friday, right? Because most big movies release on Friday. I could be wrong, though. Let's see what it is. April 7th is a Friday. April 7th is a Friday. So they pushed it to the middle of the week, Wednesday. They pushed it to April 5th for a Wednesday release. I don't know why. So I'm assuming early showings are going to be Tuesday now, usually, or maybe even Monday. Early showings start as early as 2 days before the movie comes out. So that's interesting. I'm definitely going to see the movie. I'm very excited about the movie. Have you ever played Eastward, the game? Yeah, I have, and I didn't really like it. It was all right. It was all right. We could forget Voodoo Vince. Who could forget Voodoo Vince? See, that's what I'm saying. It's in the same vein as Voodoo Vince, that whole type of shit. This is 3D, not a Metroidvania, and with no farming or roguelike mechanics. I've always been the bad guy. Bub streamed Eastward when it came out. It was boring, so he quit playing it. Exactly, that's what happened. Persona 5 is for Coomers. I love Persona 5. I think it's great. Atlas makes just fantastic RPGs. I think, it's, you know. All right, see you later, RGT. Have a good stream. Hope you're feeling well. Hope things are going well with your heart health. We wish you the best. Thanks for stopping by. You're a good man. I always say. Do I not always say? RGT's a great man. He's a great man. He's a good guy. What's going on in the world of video games? Movies almost drop on Thursday night. They probably just want to get an advantage. Well, they technically have a release date set for Friday, and then they do early screenings Thursday, sometimes even as early as Wednesday. If it's a big Marvel movie like, you know, Wakanda Forever or whatever, they'll do a 2-day early Wednesday like fan event where it's like, oh, fans get it early. It's like, who's going to see the movie that's like not a fan, right? I don't know. But so yeah, Mario, we might even get to see as early as April 3rd. You know, if they do an early fan screening or whatever. But we'll definitely get to see it April 4th because it's always released a day earlier than the actual day. Woo, Jesus! I've been drinking a lot of these carbonated waters, and let me tell you, frankly, they make me burp a lot. They do a lot. Do you think Peach puts out? No, absolutely not. Who's her dad and mom? She's a princess, but who's the king and queen? They want to give themselves a long weekend to boost box office numbers. Yeah, of course. That's like a whole week, though. The whole fucking week. It's just weird to like see a movie like that. Like, we're moving it up 2 days. It's like fucking random, but hey, whatever. It's cool. I'll definitely be going to see it on release day. Maybe that Tuesday, maybe that Monday even. I guess we'll see. Trinity Trigger coming to the West on Switch in May. I don't even know what Trinity Trigger is. Should I know what this is? It's a Marvelous Europe game? I don't know. Farming indie games. So yeah. Click out of that as fast as we can. Bandit Origins, Cereza and the Lost Demon. We have a preview here. This game is gonna bomb so fucking hard. This just looks terrible. This looks like some fucking shit you'd see on Tumblr or something. Like, I don't know. Just like looks like some fan-made bullshit game. God, this is a long write-up. Oh, fucking Jesus. All you gotta know is that this is what the game looks like. That's all you need to know is that's what the game looks like. So, gameplay looks boring as well. Oopsie. Miyamoto talks about what Nintendo would be like if he left the company. Well, let me tell you what. We'd have some really, really cool Wario, Waluigi, Mario games. We'd have all kinds of really cool games that you shut down because you bitch. No, I'm not gonna be. We're not gonna get too rude. Miyamoto's a great guy and he's done a lot of amazing things and he's a fucking legend. But he has hindered a lot of really cool experiences for the fans because they don't align with what he sees the characters being or doing. There's so many stories over the years of Miyamoto being like, nope, we're not doing that. Like originally they wanted to have a Wario version of Peach and he shut that down. All kinds of random things like that. You can see it a week early in the dark web. Yeah, you usually can. If they fuck up P6 with woke shit, I will join. Well, it's Atlas. I don't think they're gonna. Yeah, woo! Farming indie game. Let's go, baby! All right. Have you seen the videos of Trump and Biden and Obama arguing about their favorite Zelda games? Yeah, it's hilarious. They're hilarious. The thing about those is AI can't replicate Trump's voice very well. It can do Biden's perfectly. It can replicate his voice perfectly because Biden consistently speaks in the exact same tone, pronounces and enunciates in the exact same ways. Like the way Biden speaks is very, very, I don't know, robotic or something. I don't know how you would say it, but it's every single time he speaks is the same way. Obama is a little more. He has a little more emotion from time to time and a little more different. He'll mix it up a little bit. But Trump, anytime you hear Trump talking about anything, he goes from high to low to high to low. It's very bombastic. It's very all over the place. And the way he pronounces things changes all the time. We've all seen the classic clip, Obama. So I think it's hard for AI to really understand how to recreate a Trump voice. It's not very good. It's very bad actually. AI Trump voices are very bad. I've heard many really, really good Trump impersonations though. Like really good Trump impersonations, because I think the human mind understands like how to go to these crazy places and these wacky levels and like just understand that, oh, he would pronounce this word really funny or really weird. You know what I mean? AI does a bad job. I've never heard Vegeta. Problem with the AI speech videos that you have 4-year-old Zoomers writing the script. That's why it's fucking cringe. Y'all actually watch that? I don't think they're gonna fuck up P6. Pretty sure it's a Japanese developer, Atlas. Why would they do that? Pretty sure Mario has cock slapped Peach a few times. I don't think he has. Shin Megami Tensei 5 Pro Tag is gender neutral. Is he? Is he gender neutral? That they call him a he and shit, right? Don't they? They know the upcoming Dead Island 2 game. I never played the first one, so I don't know. Maybe it's great. Shane Gillis has done the best Trump. I don't know who does, but I've heard a lot of really good ones. Yeah, it is. AI is taking over the world. Anyways, let's see what Miyamoto's got to say about this. Legendary video game designer Shigeru Miyamoto chat with NPR. Why? About a range of topics, including what Nintendo would be like without him. Miyamoto said that he believes the company would be the same as it is now, as he said that all the team have shared vision about what makes a Nintendo game, and that shared vision won't change. He said that vision is shared by everyone from people on the executive team, creators within the company, and also people who create Mario. He concluded by saying it's not going to change. One day Nintendo will be existing reality. What do you think Nintendo will be like without you? Ooh, grim, dark. Ooh. I really feel like it's not going to change. It's probably going to be the same. There's, people in the executive. Well, he's read all that. What it means also, and it's not like there's a lot of different opinions that go back and forth. There should be. Everyone has an understanding, this kind of shared understanding of what it is to be Nintendo. And so even when there's new ideas that come up, there's always the fact that it's a new idea, but also the fact that it is a new idea that really has an essence of Nintendo or not. And I think that's something that, we have this incredible shared vision, almost a little scary shared vision about this. So I think there won't. It's not going to change. Well, I think you're wrong. I think you're wrong, Shigeru Miyamoto. I think you're wrong. You're very wrong. You're a wrong guy. He's a wrong guy. Trust me. I bet if we plug in all the Bubby streams into AI, it'll make up random news articles, Bubby jokes, so we won't need you anymore. Do it. See what happens. Nintendo Switch Online GBA title is Metroid Fusion, arriving next week. What? Did we just get this news? Breaking. Oh, this is breaking news here. I don't know when. I haven't seen this. When was this? 7:01 p.m. March 2nd. So very recently, 19 minutes ago. Wow. That's good timing to coincide with Metroid Prime Remastered. So there you go. We'll be bringing legendary GP time. While lending mission support on planet SR-38, Interstellar Blue Hunter Samus Aran is attacked by an X-Parasite. We don't need to see a synopsis about it, right? It's on the loose and it's could be just around the corner eventually. Oh, that's very good. It's a very great game and it's a very fantastic addition to the Switch Online. Let's watch this one. Cool. The GBA game, so doesn't look as nice as Super Metroid, but it looks great. Very cool, very cool. This game is a little easy though. This game is very hand-holdy. It tells you exactly where to go and at all times, and it won't let you really explore. It's like, oh, you need to go over here first. So that's kind of weird, but it's a great game still. Oh no. Oh god, no. What is this? What's happening? Zero Mission's better. I love Zero Mission. I like Metroid Zero Mission. I played that game many years ago. Great game, fantastic game, very good game, lovely game, lovely game. We love the game. Weird we don't get sound effects in this though. Again, I always hate when trailers don't have sound effects. It's feeling tangible. Yeah, I mean, I think we are gonna get some solid concrete information on it this year, possibly early next year at the latest. Like I said many times, so yeah, I guess stay tuned. You know what I mean? But one game, what the fuck? That is weird. It's only one game. That's very weird that it's only one game. I didn't even think of that. Did you cover the Switch 2 yet? Is it just a variation of? No, we did cover it at the very beginning of the stream, but it's a rumor of a complete successor. It's a brand new console, next gen console. Not just a new version of the Switch. It's a brand new console. Available March 9th. That's cool. That was cool. I like that. So there you go. We got some breaking news of the Metroid Fusion coming. Only one game for some reason, which is really weird. We need more games. Yeah, we absolutely need more games. Why are they doing one game? I guess they just wanted to get that out. Maybe to satiate the fans that haven't been able to get their hands on a Metroid Prime or a copy of Metroid Prime remake or remaster, sorry. Because that's a really big deal right now, and Nintendo's had to address it multiple times because people can't get their hands on a physical copy of Metroid Prime Remaster. So maybe they're like, we'll throw them this out there. Maybe we'll get a little slack, get a little good PR in the Metroid department. I don't know. Are you gonna buy Resident Evil 4 Remake? Yes, I want to. I want to play it on stream with you guys. Metroid Fusion next week means I can finally catch up and play Dread. You were waiting to beat Metroid Fusion before you play Dread? Why? Who cares? Just play it. It doesn't matter. You didn't cover the Switch 2. I tried to rewind, but it says error. I did cover the Switch 2, you scumbag piece of trash. I know where you live! No, he was cool. We should troll RGT85. Yeah, I mean, you can troll him if you want. I mean, I'm sure he didn't give a fuck. I don't know. But yeah, RGT's a great guy. Like I've always said he's the best guy from the Spawncast, most down to earth, not weird guy. The rest of those guys can be kind of weird. I don't know about Spawnwave so much, but you know, the rest of them are a little weird. What is your favorite 3DS theme? I don't know. It's cool the 3DS had fucking themes. I wish the Switch had themes. We'll never get themes, obviously. We're at the end of the Switch's life cycle and we're not getting themes. Sorry, we have black and white. Those are our themes. I love this 3DS with the color buttons. So cool. Looks awesome. Like the Super Famicom controller in Japan. That's what the button layout looked like. Cozy 3D Farming Sim, Everdream Valley. Oh, what? Okay. Little farming sim for you guys. Discovering Japan's forgotten arcade history at the Dagashiya Game Museum. Mario Roulette. Made by Konami. That is interesting. Future Race composer Yuzo Koshiro is working on a new Mega Drive Genesis game. Wow, good for him. He'll make $0 on that. No, he's gonna make like $100. Congratulations. This is hardcore Professor Oak right here, by the way. We've seen all these consoles. We're getting Birdo in the new Mario Kart 8 DLC, which is cool. I mean, we already saw that at the last Direct, I believe it was, but it's cool where they showed off a bunch of different color Birdos. Wonderful Games 3DS and Wii U eShop sale is now live. Everybody go get you some. And what is this stylus this man is using? What the fuck is wrong with you? You got a fucking pin. That's a pin, isn't it? That's like a pocket protector or a pocket thing to put in your pocket. I don't know why I said pocket protector. Yuji Naka appears to admit guilt over insider trading case. Oh, they put a slightly sad picture of him on there. Oh, la 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 la. Atlas cancels final 3DS game sale ahead of eShop closer. Really? It canceled the sale? Why? Why cancel the sale? Just get as many out as you can. It's going to shut down this month. It's going to shut down this month. In response to this, the publisher developer Atlas, known for series like Persona and Shin Megami Tensei, was planning on hosting one final sale on the platform in Japan. Instead of going live today, yesterday the company announced it would no longer be happening and apparently suspended the sale due to a variety of reasons and issued an apology to fans. Thank you for understanding the sale was scheduled to run from March 2nd to until 28th of March. It's a long fucking time to have a sale. I don't know why you wouldn't. It means fans of the picture division will just have to fork up the full price for any Atlas games they already scooped up on. I'm sure there were people waiting to buy some of these games on sale, so that is weird. I don't know why you wouldn't. It's the last chance you have, and then the shop shut down, but whatever. All those 3DS games and DLC will no longer be available for purchase beyond March. Nintendo has reassured owners of the system of the games will still be available to download, provided they already secured the license via transaction earlier this week. Was also the last chance to get the full version of Fire Emblem Fates on the 3DS eShop. So that sucks. That sucks. You hate to see that. They shut the sale down. It was probably going to be a cool sale. I don't know why. Capcom ending Resident Evil 7 Cloud rental. So they're calling it a rental service now. I didn't know they were calling it a rental service on Switch. So that's funny. I guess you just can't play the game anymore. How much was that to play this? While in most cases you're required to buy a cloud game outright on the Nintendo Switch over in Japan, there are certain cloud releases that can actually be rented. Oh, so it's a different situation. And Resident Evil 7 on Spyro happens to be one of them, but it seems the offer will soon be removed from the local Switch eShop. Regardless, you're renting the game. If you buy a cloud game, you don't own it. You don't own it in any way. And like, obviously a digital game you own in some sense of the word, but buying a cloud version, they are going to shut those servers down. And the game is no longer playable. You are playing it via their servers. When you buy a digital game, it's on your console, you're playing it locally. But a cloud game, you're playing it via their servers. Once they shut those servers down, which they will, the game will be gone and you don't own it. You're not buying anything. So renting it is a good way to put it, but apparently you can outright buy a cloud game, which you cannot. Happens to be one of them, yeah, okay. The option to redeem for rental version Resident Evil 7 Cloud will end on May 29th, 2023. Capcom has already caught sales for the rental version, but anyone who purchases a rental pass before December 1st, 2022 will be able to redeem it. Okay, so have this playable with a rental ticket, which is meant to last 180 days. Okay, so that's a pretty good rental period. I mean, for Resident Evil 7, you can beat that in like a weekend. We'll have the option to purchase the unlimited access version of the game at a discounted price. Over here in the West, players will have the option to download a free demo of the RE7 Cloud experience to try it out before they actually pay for it, which I've heard is not good. Especially, you gotta have really good internet for a cloud version of a game to run well. Sorry. If you don't, you're fucked. You're SOL and JWF. Shit out of luck and jolly well fucked, my friend. Suck me silly. I agree themes would be cool, but some of the 3DS themes were a little much. What we really need is an eShop with good music that isn't abysmally laggy. I would watch Spawncast if they had Immortal John Hancock on it. Yeah, I think I would too. Oh, Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Is the Dreamcast guy gonna beat me up? I'm still wondering what you were right about on the Switch 2 not being pretentious. Oh, I'm just joking. The title's a complete joke. Title is just a spoof of RGT's title. Bubby, what? Dread takes place after Fusion. It does matter. Dread takes place after Fusion. Okay, dog. You can play all the games. I played Metroid. I played Super Metroid first, and then I played Metroid Zero Mission. Okay, it doesn't matter. They're just fucking. It's the same fucking gameplay loop over and over. Samus loses all of her powers. You have to get rocket expansions. You have to get all your power-ups. You're gonna backtrack. You can open certain doors later that you couldn't open earlier with certain power-ups. It's the Metroid is literally 95% gameplay, 5% story. The story is not really important. It is somewhat interesting, but it's definitely not necessary in any way, shape, or form to enjoy the game at all. So you really don't need to do that. But whatever. The rest of the Spawn cast seem fake. Yeah. They have personalities and personas. I can play all the 3DS games on Steam Deck. You certainly can. Well, Nintendo is finally giving Metroid attention. Do you think that means Metroid Prime 4 is on the way sooner than expected? No, I actually think that this would be an indicator that it's farther off than expected, because they're giving us all this Metroid content to tide us over. Because if it was coming out soon, they would want to focus attention on the new Metroid, and they wouldn't want you buying all these other games, because in their head if you have one game to buy, it's Metroid Prime 4, right? But if there's all these different options, Metroid Prime Remastered, get the online, play that, whatever, blah blah blah, Fusion, it's gonna cut into the sales of Metroid Prime 4. But I think we're still maybe 2 years off of Metroid Prime 4. So yeah, I don't think that's coming anytime soon. Did you get your $10 back from GameStop? I'm still waiting to hear back about that, actually. That was a whole fucking debacle. That was a whole fucking situation. You guys want me to tell you about that shit? That was fucked. Yeah, it was very upsetting. It took a long time. and I still have not heard back about my $10 fucking gift card. You guys want to hear about that shit? Because it's see, this looks clear. The pictures out earlier or pixely. I would run a train on Samus. With who? With who, dog? We need to play all the games to get all the story. I mean, yeah, if that's what you personally want to do, but you don't need to enjoy the game. You don't need to. GameStop are crooks. Okay, so what happened at GameStop? The whole fucking story. What is this music? It is a song from Chrono Trigger. I don't remember what song it is. I can't hear it. You guys can hear it. But this is what happened at GameStop. So the other day on Saturday, last Saturday, I went to GameStop and well, let me give you the full fucking story. So Metroid Prime Remastered's coming out. I have a lot of GameStop points. I have enough to get a $15 off reward certificate, right? So I redeem my $15 reward certificate, and I also have a $5 monthly reward certificate. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna go to GameStop on the day of release of Metroid Prime Remastered, buy a copy for 20 bucks because it's a $40 game, and I have these coupons of 15 and a 5, so I can get it for 20 bucks. So I go to GameStop, like I'm in there like 8 minutes after they open. They open at noon, I'm there at like 12:08. And I'm like, hey, can I get a copy of Metroid Prime Remastered? And they're like, oh, we don't have it. And they gave me the whole spiel about, oh, we don't know when we're gonna get it. No other stores in the area have it, blah, blah, blah. So I was like, oh, fuck. Well, I have this $15 coupon and this $5 coupon. I'm gonna save them. I'm like, well, I'll get Metroid Prime Remastered in a couple days then. Because GameStop was making it seem like they might have it in a couple days. Like, just keep checking back. Come back tomorrow and check back. We might get it. We have shipments coming in. We don't know if it's in the shipment, blah, blah, blah. So I'm holding on to these certificates, and I'm like, okay. And then that same day, I found a copy at Best Buy. And I was seeing everybody was having problems. And I called GameStops, and they said they weren't sure if they were going to have them even until up into March. Was when they might be getting them in. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to buy this at Best Buy. I'm just going to buy it at Best Buy because I saw there was copies available at Best Buy. 20 miles away from me. So I went there and got it, or what was it? It was 20, yeah, I think 20 miles. And so I went and bought that. And then on Saturday of that week, I was near a GameStop, and I was like, well, I have this fucking certificate in my car. I'm just going to go buy a Nintendo eShop card. And I don't have Master Blaster Zero. I thought I had it, and it's a digital game. So I was like, I'll just buy Master Blaster Zero. I'll get this fucking card. I'll get a $20 eShop card is what I'll do. And I went to GameStop, and I tried to get a $20 eShop card. And these motherfuckers only had $10 eShop cards and like 35 and 50. They're supposed to have 20s. They always have 20s, but this GameStop that I was at did not have 20s. So I was like, well, fuck. Well, you know what? Fuck it. I got the certificate for free. I'll just use my 15 to get a 10. Because I couldn't get 2 10s because your certificate is only allowed to go towards one item, not your cumulative total of your checkout. So if I got 2 10s, it would be 20 bucks, and I could use my 5 and my 15, and it would be 20 bucks, but you can't do that. I have to use the 15 for a 10. So anyways, I used my $15 fucking rewards points to get a fucking $10 eShop card. And, a little bit of a loss, but the points, it's all free anyways, whatever. I'm going to buy these games regardless. So I went home, and the next day, or 2 days later, actually, 2 days later, I went to redeem it on my Switch, and it said... the music is from The Last of Us 2. Absolutely not. Anyways, I tried to redeem it. Should have bought a 35, bro. Yeah, but then I have to use my own real money. Patreon.com/CU podcast. I have to use my own real money instead of just the rewards points, which I didn't want to do. So when I put the code in on my Switch, it said, this code is not recognized. And I'm like, obviously I put the code in wrong. So I examine it, do it again. It says it's not recognized. I go in letter by letter. Swear to God, I'm making sure every letter is the exact letter and number. There's numbers as well. Everyone is the exact same. 100% it was. So I was like, dude, this is not fucking working. So I went into GameStop by my house. The GameStop I went to buy the one at was in another city, like 30 minutes away from me. I was out skating out there, and I was by a GameStop, and I just coincidentally did it. So it's very far away from me. More than 30 minutes, maybe like 40 minutes, 30 to 40 minutes away from me. So I went to the GameStop near me to be like, hey, this thing did not fucking work, right? I have it right here on my desk. I'm not going to show you the code because I don't know if I need that, but here it is right here. Here's the infamous card. So I went in there, and this motherfucker, I'm the only one in the whole fucking store too. I'm literally the only person in the entire store. So this motherfucker has nothing to do. He's not doing anything. He's sitting at GameStop. He has a box of cookies. All right. And so I'm like, hey, I bought this card, this $10 card the other day, and it didn't work. Like it says like the code is not recognized or whatever. And you can tell he's like, dude, are you fucking retarded? Like he's like, you're so dumb. Or like I'm trying to scam him. He's like, he seems upset that I presented him with this information. He's like, okay. And I'm just like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know what you want me to do. I bought the fucking thing. It doesn't work. What the fuck do you want me to do? Right? So I'm like, I mean, can you help me out? Or like, what do I got to do here? And he's like, well, I mean, I've seen this happen one time many years ago. You're going to have to call Nintendo and they're going to have to like figure it out. And I'm like, oh my God, the story needs to stop. You need help. Why do I need help? Anyways, why you don't call the Nintendo number on it? Then you can say you bought it and show the receipt. That happened to me once. It took 15 minutes. Well, it did not take you 15 minutes because I did call Nintendo. Thank you very much. And I called Nintendo. I talked to the lady at Nintendo customer support. She asked for all these numbers off the back of the card. There's like a million different numbers on the back of the card, not just the code number, but I had to give her like the serial number of the card and all this other shit and everything. And she's like, okay, well, we're gonna send you an email. The phone call probably took like 15 minutes. She's like, we're gonna send you an email, and what you need to do is send me a picture of the card, the back of the card. Send me the Switch's serial number that you downloaded it, that you tried to download it on, and the receipt from GameStop, along with your Nintendo account ID, email, and something else. There was like 5 things I needed to put on there. I think it was my name, my Nintendo ID, email, the back of the card, the Switch serial number, all that shit. I had to include pictures, obviously. So I was like, well, I'm not fucking home right now, and I don't have the receipt anymore. So I asked the lady, I was like, well, I don't have the receipt anymore. And I threw it away immediately, because why am I keeping the receipt for a $10 eShop card? Why would I do that? Obviously, I'm not going to carry paper around in my pocket. It's just trash. So I threw it away. And then she was like, well, you can go back to GameStop and they can print you another one off. And I was like, okay. So I was already back home, so I had to go back to the fucking GameStop to get the receipt, because I just wanted to get this over with. And so I went back to the GameStop. This motherfucker, still in there by himself, sees me come back in. He's like, oh God, what the fuck is it now? Basically, this is a look he's giving me. So I'm like, hey, could I get a receipt for that eShop card? Because Nintendo said I need a receipt. I have to send them a receipt. And he's like, yeah, you said you bought it in Murfreesboro, right? You might have to go to Murfreesboro to get that receipt. I'm like, what? Why would I have to go to Murfreesboro to get the receipt? Like, what sense does that make? He can see the order on the computer because he already pulled it up earlier. I was like, yeah, I see the order. There it is. Because I checked earlier. I was like, well, maybe the order didn't like go through and didn't scan it or something like that. No, he saw the order. He sees the order. He sees it. All right. I'm like, well, you can fucking see it, but you can't print it off. Anyways, and so he's like, well, let me see what I can do. I'm like, all right. I'm just standing there, and he's like, he calls the Murfreesboro store, and he's like, hey, I have a customer here who bought a eShop card there. And it doesn't work, or so he says. That's what he fucking said, or so he says. In my head, I was getting so fucking pissed. When he got off that phone, I wanted to ride his ass. Ride his ass, all right? I was like, you think I'm trying to scam GameStop out of $10 fucking dollars? You think I got time to waste to scam you for a $10 eShop card? Are you fucking insane? On top of that, you're not doing anything. You're standing around eating cookies. There's no one else in here, all right? But he's like, he's got this attitude on the phone like, yeah, I don't know what's wrong with this guy. I guess. I mean, look it up in your computer. I guess we'll see what we can do. And then so she's looking it up in the computer, and this motherfucker, I swear to God, he has the phone in his hand, and he goes like this. He's holding the phone, and she's like, literally, he's like, she has to look up every order. I'm like, he's like trying to make me feel bad. Like, I'm just like, oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I'll just leave. I was like, I mean, goddamn, dude, is it that much trouble? Like, you just look the order up. I was late in the day, so it should be on like, one end or the other of the order list. Anyways, so they started trying to guilt me with that, and then she finds my order, and then she's like, "Did he use a $5 rewards thing on it or whatever?" And I was like, "No, I used a 15." And then the guy goes, "You used a $15 reward certificate on a $10 eShop card?" I was like, he's like, "Dude, you're fucking retarded. You understand that? You're fucking retarded." That's like how he's talking to me, and I was like, I wanted to get a 20, but they didn't have a 20, so I got a 10, and I said, fuck it. Literally what I told him. I was like, I just said fucking got a 10. And he was like, okay. And I'm like, the fuck is going on here? I hate you. I hate this guy. So she finds my order. She pulls it up, and she's like, I can't print a receipt, but I can print an order, like, form thing. It, like, won't let him print another receipt. For some reason, I was like, can you email it to me? And the guy was like, well, to email it, you have to, like, do that at checkout. You can't do it later. I'm like, what the fuck type of computer system is GameStop using? It's impossible for me to get this receipt. It's, like, impossible. The lady on the phone with Nintendo was like, yeah, they'll just give you another receipt. I don't know what the fuck's going on here, but she's like, I can print off, like, this order sheet. It'll look like a receipt. Like, it'll have all the information on it, but it won't be a receipt. And I'm like, that's fine. Whatever, that's fine. And the guy's like, I mean, you're going to have to go get it. Or I'm like, dude, she can't email me this or send me a picture of it in an email or something like that. He's like, well, she can text it to me. I don't want her texting you. Like, I'm going to creep on some random GameStop chick. I'm like, hey, thanks for that order receipt. Can I see your bobbies now? He's like, made it like it was a weird situation. I was like, okay, whatever. He's like, so he's like, can you take a picture of that and text it to me? So I had to give this guy my phone number, and then he texted me a picture of the receipt, and then I sent all the information to Nintendo, and that was yesterday. So now we're waiting to see what Nintendo says. Now, well, yes, he was one Donkey Punch Man. Very, very, yeah. Whew. Yeah, when I shave was all the bad stuff starts happening. But yeah, that was the whole situation. That's the situation with my eShop gift card. I'm waiting on a reply back from Nintendo. And when I checked the receipt, it didn't even have the correct, it didn't have the code from the eShop card. It says code, and then it's like a bunch of numbers, just numbers. And it's like not it. I didn't see the code from the eShop card. So Nintendo might not even give me my $10 back. And I might have just wasted God knows how long trying to get fucking $10 eShop credit. What a fucking debacle that was. It was not fun. That's why I stopped going to GameStop years ago. I would rather tell someone to unlock a cabinet at Target than shop at GameStop. Well, I had the fucking reward certificate, all right? And it was literally a spur of the moment, like, oh, there's a GameStop. I'm going to go use this and get a fucking eShop card. Thought I was going to get a 20? No. I got a 10 for my 15. Absolute botch in every way. GameStop has the same online capacity as the Switch. It's unbelievable the trouble it was to get me this receipt. This motherfucker had to text me a picture of it from her store. Like, you literally, you have my email address, you have the information. How can you not just forward me an email with the receipt? I have to click email receipt at checkout, according to this guy, to get it. Shouldn't have got scammed. I mean, it wasn't scammed. It was just a fucking mess. Did you have to cut your Persona Q card in half? I did not. Didn't have to do that, but Nintendo has not replied back, and it's been more than a day. I don't know what the deal is with that. How long does it take to look at this support ticket and go, oh, let's just give this guy a fucking $10 eShop card code? Like, what in the fuck is going on here? It's such a mess, but, you know, that's it. The amount of guff I took when I paid for a $10 beanie with my $15 Bubby Rewards coupon. That was a GameStop debacle. Absolute debacle there. But anyways, I don't think... Well, let's see what's going on over here in this... it says that they're working hard to provide... we saw that already. Woo, what is this? Retail launch of Octopath Traveler 2 see a 30% drop in comparison to the first one in Japan, with the Switch version dropping nearly half its sales. Second weakest launch of a Team Asano game above, but not by a lot, over last year's Live Alive. I didn't think Live Alive was very good. Sorry, we've already been over that. Wave 4, I got soft locked in that game too. I bought hentai, Japanese goblins, so you don't have to. Adult discussion. I don't think there's any adults in that discussion, to be honest with you. I don't think one person in this thread is an adult. Fucking weirdos. What is this QR code? Scan this QR code in Splatoon Splatnet 3 to receive a brand new splash tag banner. In Splatoon 3. Everybody scan that. Do it. Scan it now. What is this? Oh, just Mario. The fucking demo. Yeah, there's nothing going on over here. There's absolutely nothing going on. What about in the wider world of video games? Is there anything happening? Let's see. The FTC has told PlayStation has to reveal its third-party exclusivity deals. What? What do you mean? FTC has told Sony's request to quash a Microsoft subpoena has been mostly rejected. Oh. The subpoena included 45 separate requests for Sony documents, including copies of third-party licensing agreements Sony had, as in all drafts of and communicating regarding SIE President Jim Ryan's declaration to the FTC. Sony attempted to quash or limit the subpoena, arguing that a number of the requests were either irrelevant to the case or too time-consuming and expensive to carry out. However, in the newly filed order made by the FTC's chief administrative law judge, most of Sony's arguments have been rejected. So I guess this would tell us like how long games would be console exclusive to Sony, to PlayStation, because we've had, many games over the year be console exclusives to PlayStation, and then eventually they come to wherever the fuck else. Why is the Dead Island 2 extended gameplay trailer age restricted? YouTube is so fucking weak these days. This has cartoony violence in it, and it's age restricted. If I play the video, it's gonna be age restricted for me. Taking her rant for her. GameStop sold hentai. I'd start shopping there again. I'm sure he realized all of this. You realize you could have bought a $20 digital eShop card from GameStop online. Well, actually, no, because this is another hilarious thing about GameStop. This is unbelievable. Okay, so your $5 monthly reward that you get if you're a GameStop Power-Up member, I believe can only be redeemed in store. I don't think it can be redeemed online, but I know for sure it can't be redeemed towards pre-orders. For some reason, you can't put it towards pre-orders, or which I would do that every time with it, pretty much. But the $15 reward certificate is either redeemable in an online code or a physical in-store code. You have two different options. You get one exclusively for shopping online, or exclusively for shopping in store. They're both the exact same amount, 15,000 points. There is not a coupon that goes both ways where you can shop online or at the store. You have to pick either or. And I was going into the store to get Metroid Prime physically because I wanted to play it that day. I didn't want to order it online and have it show up in the middle of March or wherever the fucking the case may be. GameStop shipping is not the best unless you pay for like a certain amount of product. You get a lot of product. You get like a free expedited shipping, or maybe you can pay for expedited shipping actually, I believe, as well. But I wanted to be there in person to pick it up and bring it home and play it that day. So I got the physical $15 coupon. So I could not use that coupon online. I could not. So there you go. Immortal John Hancock here. And today I'm eating at Sonic Drive-In. I just love Sonic and cannot wait to consume their food products. I'm surprised the code isn't just exclusively used for games. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised either. But yeah, you can spend anything. This McDonald's got me full. God damn, what the fuck do you eat? Oh boy. Boy. That would be good. I've always had 50-50 experience with GameStop. I wish they were good. I really do. Never seen a place based on video games that's so out of touch with gamers. Oh, it's insane. They're so out of touch. It's ridiculous. Worse than DK Oldies. I don't know about that, but it's definitely not great. You're a soy jack for thinking Live Alive would be good when the original was just mid in the first place, tricked by graphical powers. Everybody's like, dude, Live Alive, that's a fucking masterpiece. RGT is like, I don't even like RPGs and I love this game. I'm just like, I don't see how. Kenny Omega was calling it a masterpiece. It's like, come on, dog. Final Fantasy 16 has 11 hours of cinematics alone. Is that a good thing? 11 hours of cinematics alone? That means if we played that on stream, which we're not going to because it's an RPG, but maybe that would be an RPG we would play on stream. It looks a little more entertaining and not boring to watch. It looks entertaining. But I don't know. I'd rather have more. I'm probably gonna have well over 100 hours of gameplay, so I guess that's a good ratio. The Wolf Among Us 2 pushed to next year in an effort to avoid crunch. Everybody loves talking about this Switch bundle. Who cares? Jesus Christ. Star Wars Jedi Survivor director wants to make Call Saga a trilogy. Okay. Painter's Simulator. Oh God. Paint the whole world. Alright, with cool guns. That's not a simulator! You don't paint like this! The fuck you mean Painter's Simulator? Not even close to a simulator. This is so fucking dog shit. Oh my God. Holy shit. SnowRunner. 10 million runners have jumped into the world of SnowRunner. We're at lost for words to express how grateful we are. Such a dedicated and passionate community from the bottom of our heart. Thank you. 10 million players, thank you. So you just drive trucks through the snow and deliver things, it looks like? I don't really know. God bless, love and light. Ugh. Yeah, there's nothing. There's all this boring ass shit. Final Fantasy 16 story takes over 30 hours to complete. Wait, whoa. The story's only 30 hours and the cutscenes are 11 hours of that? Okay, bad ratio, L take. That's not good. Only 30 hours to beat Final Fantasy 16? That's like Super Nintendo length of an RPG. Especially with 11 hours of cutscene, we're talking sub 20 hours of gameplay. That's fucking weird. That's so weird. That's insane, actually. I don't like that. That's fucking... what are people saying about this? Anything? 30 hours sounds like a good time. If it states the game is 30 to 35 hours with 11 hours of cutscenes, so a third of the game is cutscenes. You're just doing main story. They said the side con to 60 to 70. Still doesn't corroborate what the guy said. Maybe we can shave off 1 hour for side quest cutscenes. Most side quests only have silent text, but if we supposedly have 11 hours of cutscenes in the main game and 30, that'll still mean about 20 to 25 hours of main game. That's really weird. 11 hours of cutscene in a 35-hour game. I guess a very straight to the point game. I don't know. What do you guys think about that? Is that good? You guys like that? What is Cry Machina? Oh no! I just want to see the gameplay here. What are we talking about? Oh, please, come on. For the love of God. Tremendous breeds. Nintendogs, we love Nintendogs. Booba, there's Booba on the screen. They've got a barcode on the waifu. These are waifu, this is a waifu RPG. It looks like a waifu RPG. This design right there reminds me of like Bayonetta or Astral Chain or something. The design of that monster. What the fuck are we doing here, dude? It's like a Bayonetta wannabe. It looks like a Bayonetta wannabe. It's like literally just trying to be Bayonetta. In every way, shape, and form, really. Dude, she's in a fucking wheelchair. Holy shit. I don't know about that. I just don't know about that. That's fucking weird. Worth $70. I don't know about that. They blew their budget on graphics, not too surprising. Frankly, we love Nintendogs. We have all kinds of Nintendogs from all over the world. You wouldn't believe it. Tremendous breeds. We've got tremendous breeds. I'd rather be short and good than too long. Final Fantasy 13 was an absolute chore to beat. You know, I mean, yeah, that is a good point. Game for RG85 got the wrong Sean. He was here earlier. Came here for Switch News and got a 3-hour GameStop rant. One Donkey Punch Man, you're this close. I'm gonna tell you right now, listen. Look me in my eyes. You're this close. Alright, sweetheart? People say everything is a masterpiece for the YouTube thumbnails and to hype people up. YouTubers these days are just walking ads. Don't get fooled. Have you ever played Fire Emblem Engage yet? Have you played, sorry. 3 Houses made me think I was good at Fire Emblem Engage, changed my mind. Really? Bad ratio. Xenoblade had 10 hours cutscenes and at least 50-hour gameplay. That's modern AAA gaming and modern Square Enix. Well, I don't know about that. Well, I mean, Square Enix games are usually longer than 30 hours, especially if the gameplay only makes up less than 20 hours of that. Yeah, that wasn't good, though. This wasn't good. But, it just want to be Bayonetta. Maybe it'd be good, but it looked kind of boring and dull. It did have waifus, though. It did have waifus. Beyond Good and Evil 2 is just fucked, right? Or is this... I don't know. Who cares? I don't give a fuck. PlayStation and LeBron James team up on limited edition PlayStation 5 accessories. The fuck do these look like? Stupid as I don't want no fucking LeBron James PlayStation. That sucks. Nothing is given, everything is earned with this stupid little graffiti bullshit. Yeah, that sucks. I'm sure some people will eat that up and pay outrageous scalper prices for that. Like unbelievable scalper prices for that. Oh boy, boy, boy. Apple Arcade exclusive title. Yeah, we saw that. Well, that's all there is. There's nothing interesting. Nothing interesting outside of Nintendo today. So there. Yeah, that's that. We saw Clive and Wrench earlier, though. We did see Clive and Wrench. I'm gonna get out of here, though. I'm gonna get the fuck out of here, boys. I was gonna play Metroid Prime, but it's like a little too late now. 8, and I'm feeling a little sick, so I'm gonna lay down. I'm gonna take some emergency, actually, some vitamin C, and lay the fuck down, baby. Lay the fuck down, fuck down, fuck down, fuck down. Hope you guys have a good night. I will probably be back tomorrow. Star Ocean is whack. Star Ocean 6 was good, but that was Tri-Ace. I know you see me on TV and on the internet. Go on YouTube. What? I haven't beat Xenoblade Chronicles 3 yet, but we're going to get into it again soon. Everyone see the wheelchair Spider-Woman in Marvel Comics last year? She literally web swings with her chair. Oh, boy. I hate you, 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 I hate you! But yeah, tomorrow night I'll be back with more Metroid Prime! So be on the lookout for that. Metroid Prime tomorrow, 100% guarantee I'll see you there, baby! Unless I'm feeling terrible. I don't think so, I think it's fine. I'm just at the end. Yeah, we are about, what, halfway through the game or something like that. We are going to get back into it after we beat Yakuza Like a Dragon. We're going to be Shin Megami Tensei 5, then Yakuza Like a Dragon, then we're going to get back into that. And that'll be the last RPG that we play on the channel probably for a long time. But anyways, like I said, I'm out of here. Hope you guys have a good night. Love you to bits. Love all you boys. Love all my boys. Everybody stay safe out there. Wings is winning the boxing match for sure. I can finally have my wrench back. We'll see. We'll see, Critic. We'll see.